My dearest class, my dearest people, I regret that I am forced to speak to you because of these hard circumstances. An unfortunate event is once again at our doorstep. A time for misfortune is upon us. As we all know, evil has again infested itself in southern Europe and in various other places. For decades, we have tried to avoid this habit with small gestures, smiles, and performing this filthy act to please our opposers. But finally, the ones who oppose us have gone too far. Time to act is now, or else all what we believe in will be lost. All the efforts we have had so far will be in vain. We must rise up together to fight this fearsome force that is shaking the very foundation of what we believe in. We must go forth and take a stand against this ridiculous, dangerous phenomenon. We must tell them first by words, later by force, do not kiss me in the face. I remember the times when one mere kiss on the air, on the proximity of a cheek, was sufficient. But along the way, as we are the friendly people, we gave in too much. Now we are required not only to kiss once, but sometimes twice, or even worse, thrice. We no longer have the freedom of choosing how we kiss whom, but we are forced to remember which person to kiss and how many times. Not even mentioning that we have to remember from which side to start. Some of you may think that it is not a problem and there is no risk involved. But my dearest people, allow me to tell you, we are all in grave danger. Study shows that more than most of swine flu infections and any other infectious diseases are spread by uncontrolled cheek kissing. You all remember the Black Plague. It started from a mere kiss. Rabies, polio, AIDS, cholera, malaria, mad cow disease, Stanley's broken fingers after basketball, Guillaume's left body, computer viruses, Sun Jia's stolen wallet, tsunamis, nuclear accidents, all of them which are spread by uncontrolled breach of one's personal space. And finally, the reason what finally made me act is my dear friend Sankalp, who lost his ability to speak, to drink, to eat, and even to breathe after being abused by our most troublesome enemies. I understand that you all might be panicking now and wondering what can we do against this terrible plague that is slowly spreading throughout the civilized world. But allow me to remind you, there are more than 1 billion non-kissers in China. There are more than 1 billion non-kissers in India. There are over 500 million non-kissers in the continent of America. And combined with the non-kisser nations of Europe and other parts of the world, we form an admirable force of over 70% of world population. We will be unified under the name of Allied Forces of Freedom. Together we will rise up and say, do not kiss me in the face. Together we will put the wrongdoers back to their place by saying, do not kiss me in the face. Together we will change the history and write, do not kiss me in the face in the books of history. I understand that this will not happen in a day or two. We must not underestimate the gravity of this ordeal. There will be many dark days and sad days before us, but in the end, justice will prevail and victory shall be ours. Now, my people, for the sake of our friends, for the sake of our families, for the sake of the generations to come, I urge you, I ask you, I beg you to grab whatever weaponry you can take. As together we will crush these infidels who so calmly have done injustice to us. Together we will hunt down every single individual who thinks it is fine to kiss one in the face. And together, before the last moment, we will tell them, do not kiss me in the face. Thank you.